What's going on today, guys? How's everybody doing? Oh, it's a wonderful day to be homeless today. It's so fucking cold in Pittsburgh. Originally, I was not going to plan on doing a vlog today. It's just too cold. And I was going to spend my time indoors. But when I woke up this morning and I went to my favorite coffee shop here in Pittsburgh and opened up my email, you guys had a lot of great questions. So I figure I'm going to go ahead and address those. And the first one that I want to address is somebody asked me, do you have a lot of homeless friends? The answer is yes, actually I do. Not a lot of them, but I have a few. There are a couple of people actually that I hang out with and trust and bunk with and stuff like that. And homeless people, it takes time to get their trust. It takes time to get each other's trust because so many people, you know, want to rob you, want to steal from you, want to hurt you in some way, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You tend to avoid most homeless people, as I said in other videos. But yes, there are exceptions. I do have some friends. In fact, one gentleman today, earlier this afternoon, we went to a what we call shelter luncheons. There was a shelter luncheon over on the in the Hill District, and we had lunch there today, which was nice. It was provided by Catholic Charity, and we had sandwiches and desserts, which was kind of nice. That's a real treat for homeless. So yes, I do have a couple of people that I trust that I hang out with, kind of tight. We look out for each other. So homeless people, after a while, become your family if you develop relationships with the right ones. And it's good companionship. I mean, you know, by nature we are social animals, even if you're homeless. So it is a good question. I'm glad it was asked. And the answer is yes, I do. I do hang out with a couple of people, but it's not on a consistent basis, but it's pretty regular. So yes, the answer to your question is yes, I do have a couple of people that I do trust. The other one is, and I thought this was a really great question, and I want to put this in perspective a little bit because I haven't told you guys everything. Someone asked me, can I do a live vlog where people can, you know, come in and ask me questions and we can discuss things, right? You know, like a live chat. No, I can't do that. The reason why I can't do that is because all these videos that I do are uploaded on a Kindle Fire HD. That's all I have. I have a very good camera. I can shoot these videos in 4K if I wanted to, but I can't upload them in 4K. I can only upload them in 1080p, 60 FPS. That's what all these videos are. Sometimes they're 30 FPS, depending on how I want to shoot. That's my full capacity. Unless there's somebody more electronically inclined out there, they can tell me how to upload a video on a Kindle HD into 4K, I'm all ears, but I've tried to do it and I can't. There's just no way I can do it. I would love to film all these Pittsburgh videos in 4K. My camera has the capacity to do it, but like I said, I can't upload in 4K. So there's your answer to that question. I don't have a notebook. If somebody would be kind enough to lend me a notebook for this series, then maybe I might just, you know, do that. But oh, and by the way, I have had people who watch my videos offer me food. They've offered me rides throughout the city. I'm not going to mention their names, but I have had a lot of offerings from people, very kind gestures and whatnot, and I do appreciate all of that. That's something I haven't shared with you guys, but a lot of people have offered to help me, and I truly appreciate it. I'll keep their names private because I don't have their permission to express my gratitude personally to them or publicly on my videos. But yes, I have had a lot of offerings. In addition to the video that I made yesterday of how I spend my day as a homeless person, well, I forgot to mention one important thing. Here in the city of Pittsburgh, not all of them, but a lot of the churches are open during the day, and I do sit a lot in the churches and pray. I am a religious person. I'm not a monk by any means, but I do spend a lot of time in the churches because the churches here in Pittsburgh are gorgeous. They're warm, they're cozy, they're friendly, nobody bothers you, and you can't spend a lot of time during the afternoons in churches and sit and pray and whatever. That is actually an important part of the pastime during the day because it's a place where you don't have to worry about spending money or anything, and it's a place where you can keep warm. Which leads me now, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I really hope I'm not. The most important question I got was, how does a homeless person look for a job and maintain one while he's homeless? Really good questions. I'll tell you what I know, because a lot of my homeless companions do work. And in case you're wondering where we're at, that's PNC Plaza. We're actually in the back. We're in the back of Liberty Avenue. It's just a courtyard here. Big giant buildings. So anyway, as someone had said previously in a video, someone had made a comment, one of the problems that homeless people face is a lot of them don't have identification. And then as a result of that, they can't fill out applications because they don't have ID, or you know, it's difficult to prove who they are. That's partly true, but the other part of that, I kind of hate to say this, but the other part of that is laziness. Because even if you don't have a driver's license, as long as you have a Pennsylvania or wherever state you're living in, as long as you have an identification card with your photo on it, that's enough to apply for a job, especially here in the city. Because a lot of the homeless people that I know that are 60 and over, they have free bus passes. They have senior bus passes. They don't have to pay for them. They can get anywhere around in the city for nothing. Now, I don't know if that applies to younger people. For those of you who know, feel free to, comment on the bottom of this video. I don't know if folks in their 20s and 30s can get those kinds of bus passes from Port Authority. I don't know if they're eligible. I don't know anything about it. I haven't looked into that. If you know something about it, feel free to comment on it. But and that said, I do know quite a few homeless people who do work. Depending on their schedules, most of the shelters in the city of Pittsburgh, and I'm not speaking for all the rest of the cities, but most of the cities in the city, most of the shelters in Pittsburgh here, you have to be out by 6:30. Some of the folks actually leave earlier than that because they work in coffee shops, they work in bakeries around here, and they have to be at work at 5 or 6, and they leave. I can't put a specific number on it, but a lot of, well, I'm not going to say a lot, let's say a handful of the people that I know in the shelters around here do work. They work hard and they work long hours. Some of them actually work 16 hours a day. Their biggest challenge, they tell me, is trying to keep their clothes clean, because it's really hard to explain this to you guys, because you have homes. When you don't have a home and you have to rely on a shelter for everything, most of the shelters in Pittsburgh are equipped with laundry facilities. The problem is you're not the only one who wants to get your clothes washed. So there's no guarantee that you're going to get your clothes washed that night. There's no guarantee you're going to get your clothes washed the next night. There's no guarantee you're going to get your clothes washed the night after that. And depending on your work schedule, you can't get to a shelter any earlier than you would like. So that presents a problem. What they have a tendency to do is, if their boss knows what is going on with them in their situation, they can keep a pair of clean underclothes or whatever at their workplace. Or a lot of these people, believe it or not, actually ride. I'm just showing you scenes of the city while I'm talking to you. A lot of them will, I forgot what I was going to say now. See, I don't edit these videos. That's another thing. I really don't have the equipment for that either. It's pretty hard to do on a Kindle Fire because the apps that they have suck, and I tried them and they didn't work. But yeah, a lot of them will have places at their work where they can, hide extra clothes or whatnot, and they can come in and change and do the things that they need to do. But that's a big serious issue for a homeless person. You would never know that because you have your own home. You probably have your own laundry machines and whatnot, and if you don't, you have access to a laundry. Now, in the city of Pittsburgh, here in downtown, where we are at right now, the nearest laundry facility that I can walk to is on the north side, where I have done my underclothes and such. Because I don't like the laundry facilities in these homeless shelters. I just don't, for reasons that I just explained. Sometimes it's really difficult to get your clothes washed. Other times, I mean, it all depends on how many people want to. Sometimes you can just luck out, and as soon as you get in there, you can start the machine up and